Hi everyone. I wanted to create a tutorial video for you in Canvas showing you what I use to set up my remote learning classrooms. I was on remote learning for a little over a week at the start of this rotation and wanted to show you what worked for my students and how I got them the information that they needed. All right, so I'm on my homepage. Now you're noticing a couple things. At first, my buttons move a little bit. I used animation and stuff like that for my buttons. I enjoy having it look like this. This is not a requirement. Okay. Now, I have a remote learning button. Okay. So what I'll do is start by clicking on that. And what that does is that's going to bring us directly to my remote learning guidelines. And the first thing students will see is the video conference links, 10th grade and 11th grade. All right. You can see there's nothing attached to these buttons because it doesn't pull up like the little finger, the little hand that you see. All it is just a picture at this point. So I'm gonna show you how do you attach a Microsoft Teams link directly into your buttons. Okay, so there we go. So the other things I'm including on here are the schedule. Uh, we've been told that we should be teaching for 4 hours a day at the secondary level, 3 hours a day at the kindergarten level, or sorry, not at the elementary level. I know some teachers are going to want to teach longer than that. This is what my anticipation is for our particular cohort at this point. All right, got our potential schedule, and then I've got my email and my text. All right, I have a Google Voice text. This is not my actual cell phone number, but it links to my cell phone. So that's a whole other thing we can talk about if that's something people are interested in. All right, how do you get these links embedded into your video conference, into your video conference buttons? So what I'm going to recommend is that if you haven't already, download Outlook and Teams to your desktop. Don't just use the Office 365 web browser one that appears up here. Actually download Outlook and actually download Teams. It will make your life considerably easier to do this, and just considerably easier in the long run. So let's start with my 10th grade. So my 10th grade class is going to be from 8:40 to 9:45. All right, so I'm going to go to Outlook. And let's say that we start going remote next Wednesday. All right, I'm just going to say next Wednesday, and I'm going to create an event right here. All right, and the first thing I'll do is I'm going to put 10th grade video conference class. All right, and I'm going to change the times. It'll be from 8:40 to 9:45. Now, the most important thing you can do is you could press this button called Teams Meeting. So I'm going to click Teams Meeting. All right, it's going to pull up the room finder. Just get rid of that. And it produces this information down here. It says join Microsoft Teams meeting, meeting options, all that stuff. Now, I'll get back to that in 1 second. Required, you don't need to put anyone in as a required attendee or as an optional attendee. This is going to create a permanent video link. Okay, you only have to do this once. You don't have to have a recurring meeting. All you have to do is do this one time. So here we go. I'm going to then go right click on this, and it's going to pull up this menu, and I'm going to press copy hyperlink. So I'm going to copy the hyperlink. Now I'm going to go back to my video conference page. All right, and I'm going to hit edit. So now, if you've been using some of these features in Canvas, adding a link to an image is pretty straightforward. If not, it's very simple to do. So I'm going to click on my 10th grade image. All right, and right now it says image options. I'm then going to go over here, and I'm going to do external links, and I'm going to paste the Microsoft Teams link in there. All right. So now, let's just save this for a second. All right, so now if I press this, it's going to launch Microsoft Teams. All right, so this would allow students to select whatever they want. So it'll say continue on this browser, which if they have a Chromebook, this is what they'll have to do. If your Teams app is already open on your computer, it'll just click open Microsoft Teams, and then they will go right into conference with you. The best part about this is you only have to do this one time. You don't have to create it every day. You have a permanent video link, and that's all set to go. Okay. So I hope this is useful for you. And if you have any questions or you're having any trouble navigating this, please reach out to me. I'm happy to support you with this process. All right. Thank you all.